And we're live from the Lone Star Stadium, where we got your Houston Stags hosting your Minnesota Polar Bears. Polar Bears coming in this thing undefeated, while your Houston Stags have been defeated every single week so far. They've been putting up good fights. They've been trying. It's been competitive battles. They just ain't been able to get a win yet. So they're going to try to do it here at home against the Polar Bears. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to get it done. Man, we got ourselves a good one. It's week 4 of season 7. Stags are 0-3. Polar Bears are 3-0. It's the first game of week 4. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a good one. I know a lot of y'all are expecting the Polar Bears to just blow Houston out of the water here, but Tatum Washington and Johnny Munchops seem to have a different plan in mind. And look at that. Johnny Munchops boosted. Ain't no way. Look at that. Stags will start off with the ball. Ooh, off rip, Otto Jerebko. Steve Yandy. Big Moses. Ooh, out of Jerebko in there? Not quite. Just like that. Come up with a huge stop. Dang, Micah. Thought he was just going to mess around and be gone. Said he picks up 66. This is going to end up being one of those crazy Micah Pope show out games where he just ends up just going insane. Deflected. Whew. Mr. Big celebrating into the end zone on that one. Relax, Rook, relax. Ooh, ex Holy Cross. 4-yard loss right there. Wow. Mr. Big. 64 yards to end the first quarter. And that one was in there. Is that a push this thing now to 10-0? And that one went straight off the goalpost. Well, it is 17-0. We're about a minute under, or a minute left until halftime. And when you look at that, we're at halftime. Drew Davis already almost has 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's insane. And John Wall is trying to show out against his former team. But we still got a whole 2 quarters left remaining as this one's 17-0. So let's get to it while the Polar Bears get the ball back it again. Dang, Cam Jones pick up 39. Wow. Johnny Mutton Chops. He's in there for a 30-yard run. Cam Jones. Dang. Dang, Tatum. Well, all right, Micah Boat. 4 for 116. Johnny Munchops is now over 100 yards. Wow, just like Johnny Munchops. And just like that, the Polar Bears come into Houston and put a beat down on the Stags with a 38-13 victory. Drew Davis is your player of the game, as he went 14 for 17, 346, and 5 touchdowns. Drew Davis had 3 incompletions the whole game. He had over 100 yards for each incompletion. That's insane. 38-13 as the Polar Bears got this. But this was a good one. As always, the Polar Bears like to share the ball, move it all around. Everyone gets a little bit of love. Michael Pope had a huge day. Didn't get any touchdowns though, but Mr. Big and Sultan both were able to get touchdowns in this one. Pickington got him his 2nd interception on the season. You always gotta love to see that one. Tremont King, Hex Holy Cross, Trey Martin, huge games tackling wise. Joanna Man even got him a 40-yard field goal in there, so that was good for him. Get a little stats in. Tatum Washington, though, no passing touchdowns, but he did have an interception. Johnny Munchops did have 2 touchdowns, though. Not a whole lot defensively. John Wall did do good against his former team. But this was an exciting one. It was a good one, and it was a fun first game of the Week 4 lineup, as the Stags weren't able to defend that home field advantage, as they do fall in this one 38-13 as the Polar Bears take it. But this was a good game. It was a lot of fun, and we appreciate y'all watching this one. If you are checking out now, then I hope you enjoyed it. But if not, Hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy the rest of the games that we got lined up. It's going to be some good ones, and they're going to be a lot of fun. But we appreciate you all watching, and enjoy the next one. We'll see you over there. And we're live. Here we are, as we got the Pharaohs and the Pandas taking on each other for the first division battle of the season. We got ourselves a good one here. Man, this is a huge back and forth rivalry that we've seen since the Pandas entered the league back in season 4. But boy, this could be a good one, as the Pharaohs have been off to a slow start this season, while the Pandas are still one of the top teams in the league. And the Pharaohs are trying to get something going behind their new quarterback, Tom Brady Jr., and their newly acquired wide receiver, Twerky Dingleberry. While the Pandas are letting it fly this season, as Jay Money is throwing all over the field so far, and he has been letting it spread out to his receivers and tight end, while Herb Collins still does Herb Collins. So this one could be a good one. As the question would be, what will the Pharaohs offense be able to do here? Because we know they have a good defense, so it'll be all up to the offense here, because the defense still has Little Johnny and Clay Gamble, a very, very tough cornerback duo to throw on, and then they have a good D-line as well. But then when you look at the Pandas, their secondary is tough right back when you have Tina and Leo Lamont, as well as your cornerback duo. But this has been one that's gone down to the wire just about every time they've matched up, so there's no reason why you wouldn't expect for this one to go down to the wire as well. Wow, and Tom Brady Jr. is boosted along with Clay Gamble. Whew, that's a trio right there. And those of you all that are just tuning in with us, this is our second game of Week 4. We had our first one already of the day, where the Pandas traveled to take on the Stags, and well, really blew the Stags out of the water there. But it's alright, because we got game 2 on its way now, as the Pharaohs will start off with the ball. Ooh, almost sacked on the first play, but instead he gets it away to Damian Harris Johnson. So far, his favorite target this season, as that has been a rookie-to-rookie connection. It has been great since the season started. Interception, just like that. Analyzer, second play of the game, picks off Tom Brady Jr. Ooh, Jay Money almost threw one right back. But it's alright, finds Jamar Chase there for 18. There he is. Oh, wide open in the end zone, but Bruce Willis is able to deflect that. Ooh, Flandy Floss is in the end zone, picks up a 27-yard catch and run, and just like that, the Pandas strike first. See if the Pharaohs can shake off that interception on the last drive and come back out and get something done here. And this is a huge run right now by Tristan Moore. Doing what, 27? Yep, 27 on the first run of the day for Moore. Tristan Moore gets 12 there. Interception. Tina Weir picks off that with one hand. And Tom Brady Jr. now has 2 interceptions off 2 drives. Herb Collins with a huge run right there. Give him 24. And that one's not able to go anywhere. And it's up and it's good, as that is going to be a 41-yard field goal for the Pandas, as they are now up 10-0. Intercepted. Wow. 3 possessions, 3 interceptions for Tom Brady Jr. Man, I don't know about you all, but somebody needs to bring up, start warming up the second stringer. There you go, Herb. What a run by Herb Collins. Picks up 43. And it's time for a real quick studio update with Around the World Sports Network. We got us a lot of games going on, so we got to try to give them that coverage to you whenever we can. We got us a little break in between quarters here of the Pandas and Pharaohs. So let's break it out to the studio and let you know what's going on with the Knights and Ravengers, as that one just ended. Well, with the Knights coming in on the road, pulling off an upset here in this one, winning it 21-14. It was all thanks Hunter Jackson, as he had himself 2 passing touchdowns and was looking great in his debut. And really, he was able to lead a charge late into the game with around a minute left in the 4th and find himself into the end zone that was able to give him that 21-14 lead, and then the defense is able to get him a stop. And, well, the Ravengers are now 0-1, and the Knights move to 1-0, as we have as an upset with our first dev game of Season 3. But that'll do it for our studio update. Maybe we'll have us another one later on in the day. Dingleberry gets 35. Ooh, Tom Brady tries to take off there, but he gets a they gave him a yard, but said he didn't get a yard. J Money launching it deep to Trayvon Wright. Ooh, gets that one over to Green. And Jamar Chase is in there for a 35-yard catch and score. Fumble, and it's in the end zone. CJ Bosa with a touchdown. We got about a minute left in the first half as it's 24-0 right now. Bangkok calls timeout, uses their first. Jamar Chase gets 33 on that one. And there's Herb Collins picking up a touchdown on the ground for 24 yards. And they're going to extend this lead just a little bit more. And just like that, we're at halftime. You know, the the Pharaohs have came back from down 20 plus twice now to the Pandas and in this matchup's history. So it being 31-0 right now at halftime, maybe we still got a game, maybe not. You know, the Pharaohs are definitely a comeback team, always have been. So we'll see what head coach Binks is able to do about trying to get this team fired up at halftime. But let's see what we got. And the Pandas are going to start the third quarter with the ball here. And this has potential to be a little bit worse than how that Polar Bears Pharaohs game went when that one ended with a score of 40-0. Ooh, Dre Money goes out with a sack. Oh, wow. Tried to connect there to Flandy Floss, but A.J. Bourne knocks it free. Trying to just dump it off real quick to the running back as the Pandas now are going to punt for the first time. Wow, Tristan Moore has made a couple miss. Oh, even broke off a tackle from Bosa as he gets 43 and is pushing to get into the end zone. Ooh, Tom Brady Jr. tried to take off there, but it didn't work. The Pharaohs is on the board though, as this is now 31-7. Ooh, and they try to get it to Trayvon right there, and they do, but they can only pick up 6, and now we're going to see another punt by the Pandas. Wow, and that was just dropped by Damian Paris Johnson. The Pharaohs have known to have receivers that are struggling to catch this season, but he's not been one of them. And now the Pharaohs will punt. Tristan Moore's able to get 21 on that. Wow, Tristan Moore just was having so many missed tackles right there and picks up 41 or 51. Oh, and they try to go for 2 here, and it doesn't work as it'll stay 38-13. Herb Collins gets 33 there. Give him 140 now on the day. Trying to make something happen here with Herb Collins and just can't, as it'll now bring up a 4th and 11. We'll see the field goal or the punt team. Wow, we'll see the punt team. Oh, we got a sack right there, and that is Leo Lamont flying in from the outside. Just like that, Herb Collins is in the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Fumble! Oh, and the Pharaohs are able to pick it back up. But it's all right. They still lose 5. And that is the second interception this game by Tina. Both of them looks to be one-handed. And Tom Brady Jr. has now thrown 4 interceptions. And Herb Collins is now in for his 4th touchdown of the game. And that'll do it for this one, as the Pharaohs are not able to defend home field advantage, as the Pandas will win this one 52-13. This will now be the 3rd straight time this season that the Pandas were able to put up over 50 points this game, and Herb Collins will be your player of the game on this one, as he went 15, 189, and 4 touchdowns with 8 receiving yards. Have yourself a game, Herb. The Pandas are able to come in on the road, win this thing 52-13, and Jay Money had himself over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did get him an interception. First one he threw, he has thrown this season. Jamar Chase is able to get in the end zone. Flandy Floss is able to. We know Herb Collins got 4 of them. When you look on the defensive side of things, Bosa got him a touchdown. Analyzer got an interception. Tina Weir had 2 picks. Nathan Bodie had 2 picks. 5 in total for Mr. Tom Brady Jr. Leo Lamont had 5 tackles, 2 sacks, or 2 tackles for loss. McGee had 2 sacks. Great performance by this Pandas defense. And when you look over on the Pharaoh side of things, Tom Brady Jr. went 12 for 25. Most of his targets went to Dingleberry, as he did get 7 for 107. Tristan Moore had himself a good little day with 11 for 184. Defensively, Roy Knight was able to get that interception. Talk about a flashback to the earlier days of his career. Little Johnny with a big 6 tackles. Pandas were just, I guess, a little too much today for the Pharaohs. The Pharaohs still have a bright future ahead of them, just weren't able to get it done today. And that'll do it for this one, as both away teams so far have taken the first 2 games of week 4, as the Pandas win this one 52-13. They now move to 3-1 on the season, while the Pharaohs fall to 2-2. This was an exciting one, and this is a good one, as the Polar Bears win our first game of the day. The Pandas win the second game of the day. If you are going to go ahead and head out here, we appreciate you watching, and this one was a good one. But if you are going to stick around and continue watching some of our CWSFL games we got lined up, then hope you enjoy the rest of the games. This is a lot of fun, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here and let y'all go ahead and get to that next game. It's going to be a good one. Hope y'all enjoy it, and maybe I'll see y'all over there. But until then, peace out. What is going on, everybody? We're here from Pegasi Park, where we got the Berlin Hellhounds taking on your Pegasi in an amazing divisional matchup. Man, this is going to be a good one, as the Pegasi are trying to bounce back after a tough, hard-fought loss last week to the Polar Bears, while the Hellhounds, man, they're undefeated. They're trying to stay undefeated. They're trying to move to 4-0, and they don't want Melly Barreras, Jaquan Rios, Jamari Woods, Dick Mark. They don't want none of them doing none of that talking. They come in here and they're coming to silence this crowd and put a stop to all this Pegasus talk. It's a good one here. We got amazing weather as it is 96 degrees. And it's going to be an exciting one. As this is our third game of week 4. We've had some good ones so far with the Polar Bears winning game 1, the Pandas winning game 2, and now we got game 3. I think the real matchups in this one would be what will this Hellhounds defensive line be able to do against Melly Perez? And then will the rookie Jamari Woods be able to stop the former wide receiver of the year, Vontae Adams? That's a question that we're going to have to find out today, as this one could be a very good game, or it could be a 40-0 Hellhounds win. That's how up in the air this game could be. At any moment, the Hellhounds can turn it on and really put it to this Pegasus team, who maybe just might not have just quite enough yet to match the firepower of the Pegasi, or to match the firepower of the Hounds. But maybe they'll be able to do it with this boosted players they got here today. And it looks like they'll get ball first. And just like that, the first play of the game is a 46-yard catch and run for Kippa Jones. And then Vontae Adams says, "I'll finish the job," and gets a 29-yard catch and score. And the Hounds are now up after 2 plays. That's a 3-yard loss there by Melly Perez. As now his first carry didn't go anywhere, and it's 3rd and 13. They're going to run it with him to the outside. He gets caught off his blocker, but it's all right. He's still able to break free, and Melly Perez is gone for a huge gain of 66 yards. Way to bounce back after that 3-yard loss on the first play. Iron Vontae Adams with 35 right there. Charlie Stagg, 40-yard touchdown. And the Hounds are just scoring quick. Jaquan Rios picking up 36. What's going on? We're back with our Around the World Sports Network studio update. As we got a little break in the action here of our Hellhounds at Pegasi, we're going to flip it over to the Anchors Vipers game that just ended, as the number 4 Anchors are going to fall to the number 2 Vipers 21-8, as they almost got shut out in this one, but they were able to put up 8 points late into the fourth quarter. This one was all led behind Cody Parks' 9 for 14, 122 yards, and then Camacho's 158 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. That offense for the Vipers were in full swing, and man, it was a tough one to stop. But the Anchors, hopefully they'll be able to get things figured out and get back to moving into the right direction. But that's gonna do it for this studio update. As the second game of the Dev League, Anchors Vipers 21-8. Vipers win it. And we're going to send it back over to the action of the Pegasi Hellhounds game. Hope you enjoy. Just like that, it'll be a second and short. Kellen Noble right there for 16 yards. Ooh, Kyle White there picks up 9. And Jaquan Rios is able to pick up 13 there and get a little closer to that end zone. And he's in there. Kellen Noble, 2-yard touchdown reception. And the Pekasai have the lead. They're hanging around in this. Wow, what a throw to Kippa Jones, who picks up 29. Kyle White, 9-yard run. He's trying to put the fullbacks on the map. And we're at halftime with Omar having 3 touchdowns and Jaquan Freesmith having 3 touchdowns. Dang. We got ourselves a game, and this is a division battle, 21-21. And we're all tied up. As the Packers are about to get the ball to start the third quarter. Let's get into it. Ooh, nearly picked off on that one. Ooh, gonna bring up a fourth down. What do we have here? And they're gonna go for a long field goal with Dino Dill. It's a big drive here for the Pegasi. There it is. Wide open, Jaquan Rios. Third touchdown of the day. This is 24-28. The Hounds are moving the ball, and Unknown Safari is gone. Give him 42. Unknown Safari, give him 14. Unknown Safari, 17 yards in the touchdown. And the Hounds now have the lead. And they're going to try to make this thing back to a field goal. And man, do we have ourselves a good one on our hands. 2-yard completion there. Bring up a second down. A wide open Kellen Noble for 35 yards, and the Pegasus are moving the ball with 3 minutes remaining in this one. Kyle White is in the end zone for a 2-yard run, and the Pegasus regain the lead. As time is slowly ticking away at this one, we got a dogfight on our hands. We got 2:15 remaining. Berlin is down 4, so they need a touchdown. And Unknown Safari is going to take it out of the back of the end zone. Ooh, what a catch right there by Kippa Jones. 26 yards, and now Kippa's over 100. Ooh! Touchdown, Kippa Jones. His first one of the day. Give him a 25-yard catch and score. And the Hellhounds are back in the lead. If this is good, and it looks like it will be, right through the uprights, right down the middle, Berlin is back on top with a 3-point lead here with 1:12 remaining. Is this going to come down to who has ball last, as it could be the Pegasus here? As this is a legacy drive for Mr. Omar. A Hall of Fame clincher for Meli Perez and Rios. Ooh, Omar was drilled as he threw it. Tried to just launch it to his trusty Rios and just was not able to get it done. Kyle White, 5-yard run right up the middle. Give him a timeout. Pegasi, though, as it is 1st and 10. They're getting close to midfield. Their kicker's not the greatest, so they're going to try to need to get as close as possible here. Well, Rios is trying to help out there as they use another timeout. Pick up 8, though. 29 seconds remaining. They're going to need to get about another 20-30 yards here if they're going to feel safe on a field goal. Oh, there it is! There it is! They're in field goal range. Jaquan Rios. Woo! Woo! This is the last play of the game. Oh, no way. No way they have enough time here to still bring out the field goal unit. Oh, they're going for it! Oh! Oh! No way, the Pegasi just blew a chance to take this thing to overtime, and instead they said, nah, man, we came here for the win. They go for it with 2 seconds remaining, and it is incomplete. Berlin make a stand with 2 seconds left in the game, and they win this thing by 3. Your Berlin Hellhounds are 4-0 behind Jaquan Freesmith's outstanding performance. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards, and only 6 incompletions. I'd say give him a raise, but he already makes about as much as you can give him. And this is a Hellhounds victory, 38-35, as home field advantage is still not a thing. And not really been one this season either. Oh, man, this is exciting. I mean, everybody was getting love. Phoebe Storm, Safari, Stagg, Adams, Jones. Everybody on this Hellhounds offense was getting a ton of love in this one. Oh, man, that was I don't know. Wow. That was quite a performance by Berlin there. Offensively, defensively, man, it was just a whole lot of tackling. Nobody really was able to make deflections, interceptions, or no sacks for Berlin, as Augustine was able to pick up 2 tackles for loss. But Rat God with 10 tackles, dang. Special teams, man, that field goal by Dino Dill looks to be the difference maker in this one, since they were able to win by 3. And then offensively, man, Omar, 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards, only 7 incompletions. This is the first game I think I've seen in forever that Noble and Rios both had over 100 yards and touchdowns. Wow. Plus Melly Perez had 127 yards off 11 carries. Man, Pegasus' offense is filthy. And if they would have only went for that tie at the end. Wow. Mike MacGyver, though, with 3 tackles, 1 for loss, and a deflection. He was your big player here on this Pegasus defense. That's tough, though, as they just weren't able to hold on and win this one, as the Hounds are going to take it 38-35 in this one. They moved to 4-0. The Pegasus now fall to 2-2 on the season after having an amazing start. Wow, this was an incredible game. The performance was insane. Dang, this was a great game. But the Hellhounds do win it. And you know what we got coming up next? We got our Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week. This was a lot of fun, this game was. If you're going to go ahead and check out here, we appreciate y'all watching us. The Hellhounds were able to squeeze out a very close, tough victory in this one. And those of you that are going to stick around and continue watching and see what the CWSFL has to offer today, we appreciate you sticking around, and this next one's going to be a good one. So when that time comes, we'll see you over there. Peace out. And we're here with another Around the World Sports Network studio update. We got a little break in the action between our last game of the Pegasus and the Hellhounds, and our Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week that is getting ready to come up if y'all just hang tight for us. We just got a little studio update. We got the Polar Bears playing the Stags. The Stags at home for this one. Polar Bears kind of steamrolled over them pretty easily. It was 17-0 at half, and then it ended with a 38-13 victory of the Polar Bears with a 5-touchdown performance from Drew Davis. Micah Pope had an incredible game offensively, just receiving, running, doing a little bit of everything for them. And the Stags didn't really have an answer. I mean, Johnny Muttonchops was able to get it going at times, had 2 touchdowns, but it was just really just not able to just get a stop. And then when you head over to that second game, we got the Pandas taking on the Pharaohs. The Pandas were able to also steamroll that one as well with a 52-13 victory. It was a dominant performance. It was 31-0 at halftime and then ended 52-13. It was mostly from an attack of Herb Collins coming in with 4 touchdowns and then Jay Money throwing in 2 passing touchdowns as well. And then 5 interceptions and a CJ Bosa fumble recovery for a touchdown. It was a dominant performance offensively and defensively, and it led to a Pharaohs loss to the Pandas, 52-13. And when we head all over to our last game, the Hellhounds and the Pegasus, man, that was a dogfight. That was an incredible performance. You all just watched it, so you know what happens. But the Hellhounds squeezed out of there with a victory of 38-35. It was an exciting one. Free Smith, 4 touchdowns. Man, Omar, 4 touchdowns. That was a good one, but it really came down to the Pegasus not playing for overtime and playing for the win and just weren't able to get it done. But this was an incredible round of games that we've seen so far. It was a lot of fun. We've had 2 development league games and now so far 3 major league games. But the best game of the day is on its way as we got the Around the World Sports Network Week 4 Game of the Week on its way. And it's up now. Let's head over to it. And it's time for your Around the World Sports Network Game 4 Game of the Week. You got the 0-3 Vancouver Lancers traveling to this beautiful city of Salt Lake City, where they get to play the 0-3 Comets. Both teams here fighting for their first win of the season, as neither one has found that yet. But we got a good one here, and we're in Salt Lake City. I mean, we got us a great one. It's Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week. Let's get into it. And we're live from Apollo Field, where we got the Vancouver Lancers here at the Salt Lake City Comets for your Week 4 Game of the Week. We're presented by the Around the World Sports Network. I'm your host, Serox, and we got us an amazing game here. We got the Battle of the Defeateds, as neither team has won a game yet this season. But hopefully, that changes here. I don't know, maybe we'll see a tie or something. Who knows with these teams. AJ Carter is looking to bounce back after a rough start with his new squad Lancers. And Xavier Langham has been off to a shaky start as well in his year 3, as he had an amazing year 2 improvement, like year 2 leap. And then he hasn't Hasn't quite taken a leap from year 2 to year 3 yet. Maybe we'll see that today. And then defensively, you see David De La Cruz and Bud Light who lead the way for the Comets, while Emery Phelps and Marcus Jacks lead the way for this Lancers defense. And your captain of the Vancouver Lancers, Greg Johnson. We're going to head down to the field for this one because, man, we got us a good one. We've already had 3 amazing games that's happened today with the Polar Bears winning, the Pandas winning, and then the Hellhounds just finishing that shootout. Wow. That was an exciting one, and they were able to squeeze out a win in it. Wow, 3 McBots boosted for the Comets. Man, this should be a good one, though, as we got the Lancers and the Comets. Both teams looking for their first win so far. I'm expecting a huge game from Bimlock and John Cobb. I think AJ Carter is going to be throwing dimes to them all game long. And it's going to be a good one to see because, well, they start off on offense first. So we'll see it early. Ooh, try to connect with Bimlock. First play of the game and just overthrew him. McBot coming up with a 4-yard loss. We got a big third down here. Off rip, 3rd 14. And just like that, though, we see a very good punt by Greg Johnson. In a 2nd and 2 here as the Comets are trying to move. Ooh, Xavier Linkham is going to take off with it, pick up 2 and a first down. Oh, give him another first down. Geno McFly with a 4-yard catch. The power back getting a little bit of receiving work. Big Rock solid. Uh-oh. Is Jim gonna fly in? No, he's not. They're gonna mark him just a little bit short, but he gets 25 on this one. And that'll do it for the end of the first. And it's 0-0 right now. Is Salt Lake gonna get in the end zone? Oh, fumble! Oh! Robert Cronin! No way! Oh, Xavier Langam thought he was I don't know what, but he said, I'm going to take off with it. Instead, he got popped. And now A.J. Carter going to try and run with it. Dang, and he got blue field ahead of him. Give it to him. 28. He said, let me show you how it's done, Xavier. Because, dang. And Xavier, come on, bro. Y'all was moving. Y'all was a few yards away from the goal line, and you going to try to run and fumble. That's tough. That's tough. 2nd and 7 here for the Lancers. Ooh. 3rd and 7. Bring up a 3rd and 7 now. You know, A.J. Carter was waiting for Cobb or Bimlock to come open down the field deep, and it just never happened, and he had good protection, so he stayed in the pocket, stayed strong, and he found his slot receiver, Richardson, on the sideline. And there's Bigger Dishwasher. Ooh! Touchdown, Bimlock. 6-yard TD. And the Lancers strike first. And they go for 2 and they get it. No, they don't. David De La Cruz. What do we got here? 3rd and 11. See a 2nd and 3 here. Running up the middle to Geno McFly. No, wait. Hey, yo, Adele. 48-yard touchdown. Give it to him. We got this thing tied up. CJ Richardson, give it to him, 36. We got 24 seconds left in the half. Oh. Wow, bigger dishwasher. Picks up 25-yard run, and is that going to... Oh, we got 2 seconds left. Are we going to be able to bring out Greg Johnson? We sure are. That is amazing execution right there by the Lancers offense before halftime, as they were able to march down the field and pick up 3 before time expired. And we got 2 down, and we got 2 more to go. Xavier Langham is 9 for 9 with 101 yards and a touchdown. He did have that fumble, which is probably why they're not leading right now. But it's all good because we still got 2 quarters remaining, and it is only 9-7. This is a dogfight. It's a low-scoring game, defensive battle. This is what we like to see. We haven't had one of these in around the World Sports Network Game of the Week in a long time, and it is good to see. I am all here for it. And it's 9-7. Comets are starting off with the ball. Well, he takes off with it again on that one, but he's able to get 17 and hold on to the ball. There you go, Geno McFly, the big rookie, picking up 47. Oh! Ooh! Dang, McBot, you ain't have to hit him like that. He's supposed to be hitting the barbecue with us later, man. Hurt my feelings. Ooh! Geno McFly's in. Oh, no way. They marked him. A chain short. Literally the length of a chain. Wow, they're 33 on conversions. They're great here. As long as they don't hand... Oh, my gosh. I was just getting ready to say, as long as they don't hand it off or run with it, Xavier. And that's what they do when Phelps shows up with a 1-yard loss. Go ahead, kick it, take the lead. What? What? Looks like inside the Comets inside the 5-yard line of their own goal line is what's going to be the difference in this one. That's twice now they've been inside an inch away from the goal line and not been able to get it in. Plays like that's going to come back and hurt you. They honestly probably should just took the points on that one. Bigger dishwasher. Wow, they can find the tight end, Mr. Jason Brzee. Give him 42. Wow. So it's 16-7. The Comets' goal line performances on offense has so far been the difference in this one, because honestly, the Comets could be up 16-7, but instead it's the Lancers. This will be the last play of the third quarter. And Lancers are about to just... 47 right there for Cobb. Well, they have kept all of the halfback, or not halfback, all of the wide receiver runs hidden and away from the playbook all game, and that's probably why they're winning right now. And then they go and they run another one. So it is now 19-7. The Comets got to try to figure something out here. There's big AO. Touchdown. AO Adele. 10 yards. Give it to him. Second one of the day. Well over 100 yards receiving. Trying to put the team back into this. It's a big possession here for the Lancers because there's around 2 minutes, little over it remaining in the game. So this can either be a put-away drive or it could be a legacy drive for Xavier Langham. And Jay Carter about to throw a pick. Big McBot with the stop. We got about a minute remaining. 25-14 here. It's an 11-point game. I'm not expecting the Comets to be able to pull this out unless they just get this one-play touchdown real quick, which just happened. Just like that. Ayo Adele, 75 yards, third touchdown, hat trick. Give it to him. And if you got him on your fantasy team, you're definitely excited about that one. So what you gonna do now when the very next play happens for the Lancers? They throw an interception or fumble, and the Comets is back in it. Well, I was about to say, it said they go run the kickoff back, but he got stuck on his own man, and now look at it. Wow, Comets are going to call timeout. They're just going to try to let the Lancers get a few extra points before the game ends. And that's incomplete, and that'll do it for this one. As it is 25-21. Your Vancouver Lancers get the first win of the season. And also, let me give y'all this. Home field advantage didn't matter this week. Away team, Polar Bears, 1. Away team, Pandas, 1. Away team, Hellhounds, 1. Away team, Lancers, 1. But the Lancers will win this thing 25-21. This is an exciting game as the Comets never gave up. But it came down to those turnovers. That fumble on the goal line when they could have went in for a score, that hurt. And A.J. Carter's your player of the game. He had 16 for 19, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a 28-yard rush. Did a little bit of everything out there, really led this offense well, and executed the game plan to perfection. This was an overall very good play, or very good performance by the Lancers as they was able to win this one. No interceptions today, no turnovers by the Lancers, and that's always a good one. Bimluck and John Cobb were able to get into the end zone, same with Bigger Dishwasher, as he had a big game receiving and rushing the ball as well. Oh, let me go back. I saw a big guy there. Jason Brzee also had himself over 100 receiving, so that was exciting for him. Defensively, Emory Phelps was the guy. 5 tackles for him for loss, 2 for sack. Man, Emory Phelps was the guy in this one. He was the difference maker, and honestly, Rangus, the offensive lineman for the Comets, didn't really have an answer too much for Phelps. Greg Johnson was incredible from special teams, as always, one of the best we got in the league at his positions. And then looking over at the Comets, Xavier Langham did have those 3 touchdowns, but ultimately that one incompletion, wow, only one incompletion all game and still lost and threw 3 touchdowns. That goal line fumble that he had when he tried to run it in is what hurt him. That was the difference maker. Geno McFly with 83 on the ground. Ayo Adele came in with 3 touchdowns, almost 200 yards receiving on 9 receptions. Incredible performance from him. Then defensively, it was kind of Deion Jackson led the way for them. It was Deion Jackson. Came in with 6 tackles. None really happened deflections, sacks, none of that stuff really happened. It was mostly just trying to make the tackle for the Comets. Deion Jackson was able to do that for him. And then not a whole lot happened on the special teams unit for the Comets. But this is your Week 4 Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week. Your Vancouver Lancers now get their first win of the season and move to 1-3 with a 25-21 win over the Comets, who now fall to 0-4 on the season. This was an exciting one. This was a good one. The big difference maker in this one was A.J. Carter having that over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. And then the Lancers defense was able to make a stop when they needed it. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. It's Week 4, Season 7. This is a lot of fun. I enjoyed these games and were good. They were crazy. I hope y'all enjoyed them too. And if y'all are still around with me, we appreciate y'all watching. I know this was a long day of games. I mean, we had dev games. We had major league games. Whew, 6 total games today, but it's alright. That was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to bring you some more on Wednesday. Yep, that's right. Week 5, we'll be back on Wednesday on the YouTube. You know how we do it. This is a lot of fun. We appreciate y'all tuning in for us for this week. Hope y'all enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.